on the same hand, like you said, I was so disobedient. I had completely decided once my dad went to prison and my mother was still not able to take me in. I was confused because this is growing up in the 80s and early 90s. It was just beginning to be a thing where divorce was being talked about.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
here
You're
I
right.
was.
You got to remember there was a time where it wasn't at all talked about.
And then even the divorced kids, it was always the dad that was gone. Sure,
That's
my
right.
dad was
That's
gone,
right.
but
Yeah.
my mom was gone too.
Mm.
So I felt so alone, so different, and so just I didn't fit in anywhere. And then lo and behold, I was the smartest kid in the class. Like you throw that in there. And then I was really good at sports. And so I developed into this, like, in one sense, I was super abandoned and insecure, extremely. But in another sense, I was like arrogant and
Mhm.
cocky because
Mhm.
I was an absolute mess. Literally in elementary school, I would fly off the handle for whatever reason, and they would have to physically restrain me because they didn't know what to do. You know, it's really too young to go to jail. So I might throw a pencil at a teacher or throw a desk just out of, like, anger. And then they would have to literally hold me down inside of the counselor's room until I calmed down. And so this is kind of how I grew up. And then as I started getting into that, 10, 11, 12, my dad had got out of prison. And he started working really hard, the best he knew how, to try to level me off. And thank God for sports. So as I got older, I started really getting into baseball, and I was good. And I became friends with the jocks. So middle school, high school, I started actually, like, figuring life out a little bit, but
Mhm.
still being really, really crazy.